When members of the same government start contradicting each other on national TV, it's not just noise, it's dysfunction. Today, two top officials delivered conflicting statements that reveal a deeper problem inside the Trump administration. No one seems to know what's real anymore.
No one other than President Trump could have achieved the peace that what we believe will be a lasting peace in Gaza. And Qatar played a substantial role from the beginning, working with our folks to ensure that came about. Today, we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership.
That wasn't a leak or speculation. It was a formal, on-camera announcement. The Qatari minister next to Hegseth wasn't surprised. This was a prepared deal. And for the America First crowd, the reaction was immediate, outrage, because to them, letting a foreign power build an Air Force installation on U.S. soil sounds like the exact opposite of America First.
What is the function of this Qatar facility? People are wondering, is this an air base? What is Qatar going to be developing in Idaho?
Yeah, I saw some reporting about this, Maria. I actually talked to the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, this morning. This is largely a fake story. We continue to have with countries that we work with. We have relationships where, sometimes their pilots work on our bases, sometimes that we train together, sometimes we work together in other ways. The reporting that somehow there is going to be a Qatari base on United States soil, that's just not true. We are continuing to work with a number of our Arab friends to ensure that we are able to enforce this peace, but we're not going to let a foreign country have an actual base on American soil. So there was a bit of misreporting on that, as there often is, as you know, Maria.
Two statements, two realities. Hegseth says, we're signing a letter to build a Qatari Air Force facility in Idaho. Vance says, that's fake. There's no Qatari base on U.S. soil. You can't spin this as a misunderstanding. One of them is lying, or both are improvising. And when a government's top figures can't align on military policy, it's more than bad optics. It's institutional chaos. This meltdown comes as the government is still shut down. Troops are visiting food banks, and morale is crumbling. At a time when leadership should project strength and stability, the administration can't even synchronize its own talking points. Markets notice that, allies notice that, and voters definitely notice that. When foreign military cooperation is announced by one official and denied by another, it signals a breakdown in internal control. The nationalist base feels betrayed. Defense circles see confusion, and America's credibility abroad erodes a little more. So which version should the public believe? The official on stage or the one doing cleanup on cable TV? Either way, this episode reveals a truth louder than any soundbite. A government that can't manage its own message can't be trusted to manage national security. If you value fact-based reporting and critical analysis, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell us in the comments, was this a communications blunder or a deliberate cover-up?